Good morning to you. I'm Mark Sudduth, and here's what's up in the tropics from Monday, the 11th of July, 2022. Taking a look at the satellite animation this morning, we can see Darby out here. That's a hurricane, Category 2, well off the coast of Mexico, spinning out there in the open Pacific, so no concern for any impacts. A couple of other disturbances to watch in the eastern Pacific. We will have plenty of time to monitor those as they progress, generally off to the west and west-northwest with time. And, of course, we will be watching this area in the Gulf of Mexico for potential development. The National Hurricane Center, as we can see here, has it highlighted still as a fairly low probability risk area for development over the next few days, right along the northern Gulf Coast there. We'll talk about this more in just a moment. Here's the Pacific outlook. There's Darby out there, and then another disturbance trying to get its act together to the south of Mexico. That, too, should slide off to the west and west-northwest, with no impacts expected of any significance for Pacific Mexico. Looking at the vorticity signature, not much at all here in the Gulf of Mexico just yet. This is the tool that I will use to be able to monitor if this system tries to get better organized or not over the next few days. And the key here will be how much of that energy coalesces over the very warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. The farther out into the ocean it gets, or the Gulf there that it gets, the more opportunity that it has to develop into more of a wind and storm surge issue, and it's going to be taking advantage of this very, very warm water here. This tweet here from Michael Lowry. Yes, some of those water temperatures in the Gulf approaching record levels. 92 degrees there near Grand Isle. Yikes, that's pretty warm. So this system definitely has a lot of fuel to work with. We'll just have to see how much energy is able to come together off the coast of Louisiana and vicinity. Again, the farther offshore it gets, the better chance it has to develop more. But the big story, regardless, will be the rain. And this is going to sit across the area over the next few days and try to get a better organized. And as it does so, heavy rain is possible over portions of the northern Gulf Coast from Louisiana, where the highest risk is for now, all the way over to the Florida Panhandle. There's also the threat of rip currents down that way, so make sure you monitor local National Weather Service products for information regarding rip currents and the possibility of local heavier rain threats. Looking at the GFS from this morning's run, the 6Z, you can see the system there tries to get going in the northern Gulf Coast over the next couple of days. That one area right there of concentrated vorticity, then it moves into Louisiana. Each run, we're probably going to see something different. This is a very diffuse, ill-defined system right now. There's nothing really there, so the models are trying to figure out where something might try to come together, and it's generally going to be fairly close to land. So I think the biggest threat here is going to be for rain, and maybe we can get some of that to spread westward towards Texas. We'll have to see about that. And you can also see more activity down there in the eastern Pacific as the systems continue there and march on off to the west and west-northwest with time. All right, being that it is Monday, I will have much more on this and other topics in my Hurricane Outlook and Discussion video later this afternoon. That, of course, will be on YouTube and Facebook. I'll talk about these features, plus a look at the next 10 days, and that'll get us through past the mid part of the month. All right, that is it from me for this morning. Thanks for tuning in to What's Up in the Tropics. I'm Mark Sudduth. I'll be back with more for you later today.